Hi, welcome to Room 9, our region's largest classroom. I'm Mrs. Williams. I teach first grade in the Windsor C1 School District. That's in Imperial, Missouri. This is
Mrs. Forth. Hi, everybody. I'm from the Rockwood School District. I'm excited to be here with you today as we learn a little bit about reading and math. So before we start, we really want to know,
where are you? Are you near the airport? Top Golf? Are you out at Six Flags?
That's where I live.
Yay! Are you near the Magic House? Closer to the zoo? Maybe you are close to the St. Louis Arch or the Mississippi River. That's where I'm at. I'm a little bit south of St. Louis in Herculaneum near the Mississippi River.
It looks like we have friends from all over St. Louis joining us today.
Thanks for joining us, guys.
Very exciting. Okay, let's go ahead and start with our welcome poem. I'm going to point to the words. Feel free to join along with me as I say them. Ready? Welcome, welcome, everyone. How are you today? We are so glad to be with you, learning math and reading too.
And speaking of how are you today, we need to do a zone check because before we get ready to learn, each day we check in on our body and brain. Really smart scientists that study brains know that happy, calm brains do the best learning. If you are in the green zone, that means that you are calm, you are happy, and you are ready to complete your work, help others, and reach your daily goals. And this is the hand signal. So if you are in green zone, show me you're green and good to go. If you are in the blue zone, you might be feeling a little slow and low today. You might need to draw a picture, get a hug, or think some happy thoughts to be ready to learn. Your hand signal will look like this. If you are in the yellow zone, you're maybe a little frustrated, anxious, or maybe just really excited in a good way, but not ready to learn yet. So you need to take some deep breaths, get a hug, or talk to an adult that can help you be ready. If you are in the red zone, you have flipped your lid. Your hand signal looks like this, and you're probably not learning with this right now. You're very angry or upset about something. You need to stop, get help from an adult, take some deep breaths, and check the size of your problem. So show me your hand signal. Are you green zone and good to go? I hope you are. If you are blue, yellow, or red, choose one of our strategies to help you get ready to learn.
Are you guys ready to get started today? All right, before we start, let's do our Room 9 chant. Can you read this along with us? Okay. I am smart. I am kind. I am brave. I am me. Hey, readers. Happy Thursday. Welcome back. This week, we've spent a lot of time thinking about the new digraph. Digraph. Do you remember what a digraph is? Yeah, a digraph is when two consonants are working together, side by side, and making a new sound. And we've heard a lot of different digraphs over the last couple weeks. So one example would be SH, and that S and that H, when they're together, make the sh sound. And then we've also spent some time talking about the C and the H, what happens when they get together. Do you remember? Yeah, it's the ch sound. And SH and CH are kind of tricky because you make these sounds in the same part of your mouth. Watch. Shh. Do you see? Watch carefully in my mouth. Shh. And then ch, 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 ch. If you turn the volume off, I bet it would look the same. I'm going to try it. Cover your ears and watch me, okay? Watch just my mouth. Cover your ears. What did you notice? It looks exactly the same. And that's what makes these two digraphs a little tricky. So the CH is a little bit harder. You're really pushing hard. Let me hear it. Like, yeah, like chugga chugga choo choo. That's exactly it. It sounds like a train going. And the SH is a little softer. You're not pushing the air out so hard. So that's one way to tell the difference between those two digraphs. The other digraph that we talked about this week, yeah, our friends from Thorntown, that's right, is the TH. TH. A T and an H together also makes a new sound. In this sound, you need your tongue, don't you? Yeah, let me see. You're pushing air through your mouth with your tongue between your teeth. Sometimes it's soft, like thumb, and sometimes it's a little bit harder, like the snap word, the sight word, the. You feel the difference? Thumb, the. Looks the same, but it feels different. You try saying those two words. Thumb, the. Yeah, it kind of tickles your tongue sometimes. But for both words, your tongue is in the same place right between your teeth. Thank you. Or that's right. Great job. So I think that maybe because we're becoming experts on digraphs, we can build some words with digraphs. You want to try it? Okay, I picked out some letters and we're going to build words just like we normally do using those letters. So this time, I want you to take a look at the words I have chosen, or the letters that I have chosen, and I want you to see, can you find any that maybe could go together and make a sound? Oh, CH, right there. So we know that maybe we'll be building words that have a CH in it. What else? Ooh, an S and an H. And what sound is that again? Shh. Great. That's right, a T and an H also. Can we put any other sounds together? Oh yeah. I've seen some words too, like stop, like on a stop sign, an S and a T together. Yeah. Is it a new sound? No, so it's definitely not a digraph. Even though these are two consonants that can work together, it's not a digraph because it's not a brand new sound. Let's think about that again. What does the S make? And then what about that T? And then let's do them together. Can you still hear those sounds? Yeah, but in a digraph, it's a new sound. Remember, what's T by itself? What's H by itself? Together, it's, yeah, it's not, definitely not. It's a brand new sound, and that's what makes it a digraph. I'm so glad you noticed that. Are you ready to build some words? Okay, so remember, when we do these activities, you have some options. You can help me by telling me what letters to get. You can write words on your whiteboard or a piece of paper. You also can pause the video and make your own letter cards. If you're doing that, and you pause the video right now, you'll be able to see all the letters still, write them on your piece of paper, cut them out, and then hit play when you're ready, okay? So either way, you can join along with me. Okay, so the very first letter or word that I want you to build is one of our sight words, those words we know in a snap, it. You can show me on your whiteboard or your paper if you're writing it down. And if not, tell me what letter should I grab? It. Good job. Okay, how about another one? How about another sight word? Is. Tell me what to do. Change the T to an S. Is. Good job. How about the word pit? Pit. Say the word pit. I still hear the same I sound, so I'm going to leave that I there. That's right. Let's think about what are we hearing at the beginning and the ending. It. Oh, I see some of you showing me on your whiteboard and your paper. Great work. Pit. Let's blend it and make sure. It. Pit. Great. Okay, how about sip? I'm going to take a sip of my water. What will I need for that word? I'm listening. Like that? Let's try. Sip, sip. Good work. All right, how about this? Watch my mouth and say the word after me. This. What should I do? Show me on your whiteboard or your paper. Tell me what to do. This. This. Well, my tongue's between my teeth. That's right, the digraph TH is exactly what I'm going to need at the beginning. This. This. Yes. This. Good job, word builders. Okay, how about pest? Pest. Pest is something that is bothersome, like a fly that's buzzing around you during a picnic. That's a pest, isn't it? Pest. Okay, show me or tell me, how can I build the word pest? Pest. Okay, yep, I'm hearing that at the beginning too. What else? Oh, different vowel sound that we've had. Instead of I hear elephant, egg, and E, yeah. Pest, pest. It is that ST that you were talking about earlier. That S and that T together. St, est, pest, pest. Great. How about ship? Say it. Ship. What do I need? I hear that digraph at the beginning as well. Yeah. Sh. If. Sh. Ip. Ship. Great work. How about, can you change ship to chip? You're going to have to listen closely, not just watch. Ship, chip. Yeah, it's a different digraph. Instead of SH, it's a little bit more forceful. Chip. So it's my CH. Yeah. Chip. Chip. And what if I can't eat just one chip? Because that's so true. I love to eat lots of chips. What can I do to make that mean more than one chip? Chips. Chips. Great work, word builders. You are getting so good at thinking about the letters and the sounds that they make as you build words. Another thing I wanted to practice before we wrap up our week is really thinking about those character feelings. Do you remember that we've read 3 Hens and a Peacock by Laminack? Yeah, he actually just won an award. Pretty exciting. He's an amazing author. And remember, this book is published by Peachtree online. And so that's going to allow us to read this book over and over again. So we want to say thank you to Peachtree. Thank you. Okay, so yesterday we spent a little bit of time thinking about the characters' feelings, the hens, the dog, the peacock. And one thing that we do as readers, when we think about the feelings, we want to make our voices match. So I found 3 parts in our book where those characters were having those feelings. Yeah, so here's the hens when they were feeling quite jealous, you said. Yeah, and we want to make our voice match. Yeah, so here's where they're kind of talking about some things. So let's maybe do this sentence here. Okay, we do all the work around here. I'd like to see that peacock lay 1 single egg. We do all the work around here. Now, if they're kind of jealous, they might sound a little sassy. Yeah, they definitely might feel a little sassy, sound a little sassy. So let's make our voice match, okay? So we do all the work around here. All right, ready, hens? We do all the work around here. Now you try it. We do all the work around here. Yeah, I'd like to see that peacock lay 1 single egg. All right, let's try that part. sassy like the peacocks, or like the hens. Ready? All right, you jealous hens. I'd like to see that peacock lay one single egg. You guys sounded just like what I imagined in my head the hens would sound. Good job. You want to try another one? Okay. So on this page, this is, oh yes, one of my favorite characters actually in this book, the dog, who's super annoyed. He is super annoyed with them. He's so tired of them arguing, isn't he? And so he says, why not let the peacock stay here to be useful while you hens take the glamorous job down by the road? So he's thinking about what these characters were saying. Remember, the hens feel like they're the most useful ones, and the peacock is nothing but just glamorous. So he used those words, and I am imagining, because he's so annoyed, those words sound a little different. So it might sound like this. Why not let the peacock stay here to be useful while you hens take the glamorous job down the road? You want to try that? Okay, so what I love is Lester Laminack changed the way these words look, and that's going to help us make our voice match. So when we see that, these two words, we know to kind of change our voice a little bit. Ready? Follow along. Why not let the peacock stay here to be useful? Oh, I loved how you sounded. While you hens take the glamorous job down by the road. You sounded so annoyed. Great job, readers. So as you're reading, remember, when you're thinking about how the characters feel, you can also make your voice match. It's time for you to go see Mrs. Williams. I had a great time with you this week, and I can't wait to learn more reading with you again next week. Off you go.
Thanks, Mrs. Forth. Hi, guys. It's time for us to get growing our math brains. And we know that before we start each lesson, we like to do a little skip counting or mental math to get our brain kind of revved up and ready to go. Today, we're going to be skip counting by 10. Now, this time, we're not going to start at 0 or 10. We're going to start at a different number. Can you think of a reason that you might start at a different number when you're skip counting? I wonder. Well, we are going to start counting by 10, and we are using our disco moves today to count by 10. This time we're going to start at 30. So get your disco finger ready. Here we go. 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. All right, great counting, guys. So our job today is going to be to add and subtract within 20. Everybody say, I can. Add and subtract within 20. Yeah, you sure can. So today we're going to be kind of deciding whether we're adding or subtracting and how to do that job. Now, we are pretending today that we are at the pumpkin patch. So you go to the pumpkin patch with your family. And when you get there, your mom has to take a picture. Give me a thumbs up and a wiggle if you have someone in your family like that. You have an adult that just has to take a picture of you no matter where you go. All right, well, this picture is a special picture because you're at the pumpkin patch and you're surrounded by pumpkins and fancy looking gourds. Now, there are 10 pumpkins on the ground and there are 6 pumpkins on the bench. And you start wondering, wow, how many pumpkins are going to be in this picture with me? So let's think about that. If you have a group of 10 and a group of 6, how many is that? Well, what strategy could we use to figure this out? You said 10 frames? Yeah, we could use a 10 frame, but 10 frames are kind of big. Will you have a 10 frame in your pocket at the pumpkin patch? Probably not. I don't usually see people walking around with a 10 frame in their pocket. So a 10 frame is a good strategy. However, we don't usually have a 10 frame with us at the pumpkin patch. So maybe we need to try a little mental math. So there's 10 on the ground and 6 on the bench. Are we adding on or are we taking away? We wanted to know how many there were. We have 2 parts. You're right, we're adding on. We have 10 and we're adding the 6 more that are on the bench for a total of how many? Now, like we said, we don't see a whole lot of people out walking around with a 10 frame in their pocket, so we're going to try and count on in our head. But it's okay if you're not ready for that yet. We're going to try and do the mental math, but we have our 120 chart here to help us out that can help you to count on if you're not sure. So you could start at 10, put 6 in your head and count on, which is the same thing that we're doing with our 120 chart. I'll let you have a second to think about it. Did you kind of picture your 10 frame? Did you think to yourself, well, I know that I have a full 10 frame, and if I count on 5 more and fill a row, that's 15, and 1 more than that would be 16, or did you count on, did you say 10 and count up 6 more, or did you use your 120 chart and say 10, start, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Any of those strategies would work. No matter what, you're kind of trying to do a little bit of mental math there. All right, so now that you've got that photo opportunity out of the way, it's time to pick some pumpkins. Now, your family picks 8 big pumpkins and 3 little ones. Whew! You've got a load of pumpkins to carry back, and as you're carrying these back to the hay wagon, some people say, my goodness, how many pumpkins do you have? And you think to yourself, I know that we picked 8 big ones. Boy, were they heavy. And 3 smaller ones. But how many does that give me? Are we counting on or are we counting back? You're right, we're counting on again. We have part, which was 8, those were our big pumpkins, plus 3 more, which were our small ones. Did you write this number sentence? If you didn't, do it now. It's okay. What's your strategy? Are you picturing that 10 frame in your head? Are you counting from 8 and going on 3 more? Show me your answer. You say 11? All right, well, let's check it. And if you said it wasn't 11, we'll find out. We're starting at 8, and how many more are we counting on? 3 more. Start. 1, 2, 3. So 8 big pumpkins plus 3 more small pumpkins gives us 11 pumpkins all together. Good work. All right, so you lug all 11 of those pumpkins. You told those nice people that were walking by and said, whoa, how many pumpkins is that? You say, it's 11, and boy, are they heavy. So you load those things onto the hay wagon, and you get started back to the store to pay for them, and guess what happens? Everybody say, oh no, dear me. 4 of your 11 pumpkins tumble off the wagon when you hit a bump. Oh no. So you had 11 pumpkins. How many do you have left? Are we adding on or are we taking away? Yeah, those pumpkins were smushed. We're definitely taking away. So what number were we starting with? What did we have before our little pumpkin accident? Yes, we had 11. And those 4 tumbled off. So show me your number sentence. Read it. 11 minus 4 equals. How many do we have left? Are you picturing the 10 frame and taking some away? Are you using your number line, or are you starting at 11 and counting back 4 in your head? What did you decide? Yeah, if we start at 11 and take 4 away, start. Well, this time we're counting back. The numbers, the directions get smaller. Start. 1, 2, 3, 4. We have 7 pumpkins left. Oh man, those poor pumpkins. Well, at least we have 7 left. And when we get back to the store, your mom says, hey, why don't we get a few pie pumpkins? So you have 7 pumpkins. Your mom says, grab 5 pie pumpkins so that we can make some pumpkin pie. How many pumpkins do you have all together now? What strategy are we going to use? What kind of number sentence is this? We start with 7 and we're getting 5 more. We're adding on. The number is getting greater. It's getting bigger. All right, do your thing. Seven plus 5 more give you what? Start. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It gave you 12. So read our number sentence. 7 plus 5 equals 12. Now on your way out, you see the workers loading some pumpkins onto a truck. They're going to be shipped out to the grocery stores. And they already have 30 on the truck, but they're in groups of 10. They're in boxes of 10. So we have 30 already on the truck, and they load 5 more boxes of 10 on. Let's count by tens and find out how many are on that truck. We're going 5 hops by 10. So 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80. There are 80 pumpkins on that truck. Do you see how your skip counting helped you out? Well, I hope that you had a great time growing your brain with me today and that you take your Room 9 rules with you wherever you go. Rule 1 is be safe. Keep your hands, your feet, and your things to yourself. Wash those hands. Rule 2, be responsible. Take care of yourself and your things. Rule 3, be respectful. Treat other people the way you would want to be treated. And Rule 4, make yourself proud. Hope that you have a fantastic day, and I'll be learning again with you soon. Bye!
Teaching in Room 9 is made possible with support of Bank of America, Dana Brown Charitable Trust, Emerson, and viewers like you.